What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and if you are a fan of my regular content, maybe you don't tune into anime as much, I got Thor vs. Superman scripted coming out today. It's going to be the current versions of both, and it's going to be a part of my Really Close series because I genuinely feel that way. This, however, is an anime review because it might be a chance for us to grow with a series in anime and manga and allow you guys to hop on board for that side of the channel. Now, I've been getting hit up a ton about Undead Unluck. The new episode was supposed to be fantastic. The manga's amazing. So if you guys want me to cover both, show your love and support on this video. 200 plus likes, and I will keep the content rolling. We can do weekly updates with the anime, as well as we can do a ton of content with the manga. So definitely make your voice heard. But here we're going to talk about episode 1, my thoughts on it, and overall what I think of Undead Unluck, and if it really is one of the best new gen mangas. Now, getting into the anime. It starts off, first of all, I didn't know what the hell was going on. It's showing this flashback, this storytelling, this romance. And then the girl stops reading the book and she's like, okay, that was a fire manga. Time for me to kill myself. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I will say it catches your attention immediately with that sudden tone shift. This is a girl, we find out, has had an absolute tragic life. And the reason for this is she produces bad luck, or rather, negates your good luck. And this was shown when she was a young girl. When she hugged and kissed her parents goodbye, they went on the plane, freak accident happened, and they died. The whole plane died. It was fucking terrible. And before she has a chance to kill herself, because she realizes she'll never have a loving life because of this, she's about to jump and she's saved by this creep. This creepy looking guy that's like, yo, I think you can be of help with me. And she pulls a knife out and she's like, look, I'm gonna kill myself, fuck off, all that. He walks into the knife and it does nothing to him. And she's like, what the hell is going on? And he says, look, I'm undead. You're unlucky. And I think we can help each other out. And it turns out this is an undead who is literally tired of being alive. I mean, seen so much, done so much. At this point, he's finding a way to get the fuck out of Dodge, right? Like, he's tired of being around this world. He just wants to be gone. He wants a chance to move on. And he hasn't found a way to encounter true death yet. However, at this point, Unluck might be able to do it. And he touches her and touches her skin, and it triggers him falling off a rock and getting hit by a train. She thinks she kills him, but then he comes back, regens his body, and kidnaps her and says, look, bitch, you're gonna help me kill myself. I haven't been able to die yet. I would love to be able to die, and maybe if I uncover how to perfectly trigger your unluck power, that will be enough to even kill an immortal. So it's a really fun concept right off rip, right? The concept of immortality versus unluck. Like, can you be so unlucky that even an immortal can die? That's a pretty crazy proposition. You know, she's basically a walking fucking death note. She touches you, you're cooked. And she refuses to tell him the true nature of her ability. And so he's like, all right, whatever, bitch. I'm just going to figure it out. Because he's already been folded a couple times. She has terrible hair, according to her. He cuts it for her. He was like, I used to be a barber back in the day. He's random as shit. And touching her for 15 minutes while cutting her hair allows for him to get hit by a crazy attack that we'll talk about. But then we see this retrieval squad, right? They've been studying these two and they call them negators. And they know about Undead. They say he's an asshole. They know how to deal with him. They put him in this special case. They put his head in it so he can't regen properly. And they go to take his head. And they're going to take Unluck and figure out how to fully weaponize her power. Because they state her power, if used properly, is unreal. Like, the amount of damage you could do, you could throw the whole world into chaos. And by the way, we had some crazy fictional transcendence moment where she punched the sensor bar and broke it. It did regen. Shout out to that sensor bar for regenning, but her breaking a sensor bar is kind of crazy. Let me know what you think about that. But getting back to this, basically saying, look, bitch, you're going to be a perfect weapon for us. We're taking you in. That's when the bad luck strikes. This massive lightning bolt comes down and fries the dude holding the container with Undead's head, right? And he comes back. And he's like, oh shit, that lightning bolt, not me getting my head cut off by these guys, was the unluck. So he's like, your unluck is fucking powerful. But he did survive it. And at this point, the collector squad, they're like, yo, Undead's a bum. He doesn't know how to fight. Just run up on him and cut him down before he can regen. And he takes a shard out of his head that he says, I've kept so much battle knowledge stored that I put this chunk in my head to suppress those memories. Because if I had just let it loose, I'd be going off the rails all the time. Proceeds to body the retrieval squad. And when all hope seems lost because the girl's taken captive and is going to get her throat slit, and Undead's cutting off his head to give it to them to agree to turn himself in, she breaks free, and as his head's flying through the air, she kisses it, because that's what she says is the biggest trigger of her power. It's like the power of kiss. And she kisses him, and when the guy catches it, she has to get out of there as a meteor, a fucking meteor, drops on the building, absolutely leveling it. And we see the Undead survive this, but he's like, yo, Unluck, I think we can get further with your shit. If you let me smash, I might die. And she was like, fuck that. And she tries to get out of it. He is a creep. I told y'all he's a creep. But he was like, yo, Undead, Unluck, we gotta hang out. You clutched up for me, and eventually you will show me the greatest death. And that's what this story is. That's what we find out in episode 1. It's two people, for one reason or another, have a pretty shitty way of life. And the Undead and the Unluck are now on... Undead, by the way, goes by Andy now. She calls him Andy, as he said he doesn't even remember what his name was. And now they are on the quest to find the greatest death of all time, to free Andy of his immortality. Now, let me know what you guys thought of this first episode. I thought it was amazing when I checked out the chapter 1 parallels. It works really well. Like, it did take it, pretty much copied and pasted from the manga, which you love to see. So I think it's pretty fire. I love the concept of it so far. And if you are a new fan of Undead Unluck, let me know in the comment section down below. We're going to have weekly watch parties in my Discord, so definitely join up if you want to talk and discuss it. And if you want to see me cover this further, cover this weekly, and cover the manga, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're on the road to 30K. It'd be amazing if you join along. But yeah, anyways, been your boy Jobbers and Goons. I'll see y'all later. Peace.